everyone, I'm Kimberly from Dirt Floor Fibers, and I just got an exciting present in the mail today. And by present, I mean I bought it for myself, but that's okay, right? If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I get the Paradise Fibers Fiber of the Month Club subscription package. But I happened to come across another type of subscription package, and that's from the spinning box. And so I decided to get a package and see how that compared with the Paradise Fibers version. Some of the things I really like about the Paradise Fibers package is the fact that it gives me a chance to try out fibers and colorways that I wouldn't normally try on my own. It also gives me access to some new colorways and blends that I can get before everybody else can get their hands on them. And you also get a little bit of a discount on their spinning fibers if you're part of that club. Now those boxes are really predictable. You get between like 4 and 8 ounces of a fiber. It's always really nice, really interesting. You get some stitch markers, a sheep sticker, some tea, and then there might be some other little goodies in there. Like some months I've gotten a little pom-pom or some acid dyes or something like that to help you complete a project. But I'm really excited to try out this new box just to see how that compares and see if I want to keep getting it in the future. So some of the differences so far, the Paradise Fibers subscription box costs $34.99 a month, I believe, while the spinning box subscription is $58 a month. And that includes a shipping fee. That's part of that as well. So this one is a little bit more expensive. So I'm curious to see how that translates to what is actually inside of the box. Now, both brands do give you a little teaser at the beginning of the month, so it gets you kind of excited for your package. The Paradise Fibers one has kind of like the theme and then a little teaser paragraph kind of exploring the theme a little bit more, whereas the spinning box subscription just has the theme. This month's theme is Twin Flames, so I'm really excited to see what's in the box. Now the package itself is just packaged in a brown box, so immediately I see it's a little bit larger than the packages that I get from Paradise Fibers. I don't know if it contains more items or if there's more packaging inside, so we'll have to see. But I do love the theme or not the theme, but the saying or motto that's also on this fancy tape on the box. It says, it's not just a fiber box, it's an experience, which I think is kind of a really cool concept. So let me go ahead and get this open and we'll see what's inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my scissors to break into the box here. It's taped up really well. I have had trouble a couple of months with my Paradise Fibers bag having a little bit of damage from the shipping process. So I like the fact that the Paradise Fibers comes in a smaller mailer, which is probably why it doesn't have a shipping fee. But it does make it a little more susceptible to some damage. All right, so I have my box open. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it up. It's really pretty packaging. If I get far enough away, you can see it has some tissue paper and has a little enjoy sticker on it. So I'll go ahead and open that. Really quite lovely. All right, so like Paradise Fibers, we have some informational material. Not quite as fancy as the Paradise Fibers little postcards, but that's okay. Let's see what the content says. It says, "Hello, beautiful friend. Have you ever met someone so special you felt this powerful, almost psychic connection? You are nearly the same person, and that is your twin flame. Can one feel the same about fiber? I know that fiber is my twin flame. Our connection is strong, deep, and one of mutual love. Why not? This month I have designed some hot fibers for you, from the blended color top, Fire and Ice, to the Steam Heat White as Snow Custom Blend." It made sense that time. Let's talk about this month's raw mohair. The best way to scour this particular fiber is first to do a pre-soak for 15 to 20 minutes in really hot water, about 160 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. After the initial soak, take the mohair out of the pre-soak water and put it into your scouring pot with the same temperature hot water. We're going to use some scouring soap. They gave me a list of options. Use lots of water per amount of wool. Let sit in the scour for about 15 to 20 minutes, gently stirring halfway through. After the time is up, strain the fiber and put in a rinse pot. Lots of water with some white vinegar. Soak for 20 minutes or so, and then squeeze out the excess water and lie out to dry. That sounds exciting. So far it sounds like we have a blended top and then some raw mohair, which I've actually never processed mohair before. I've got some alpaca, I've done all kinds of wool, but never mohair, so that's exciting. If you have my book, The Art of Washing Wool, Mohair and Alpaca, head to the mohair section to read more about the amazing fiber. Remember the old-fashioned hot water bottles? You might need one this winter, and I have included a pretty hot water bottle cover for this month's pattern. Snuggle up with a blanket, toss that bad boy under the covers, and get cozy and warm. Enjoy this month's spinning box, and see you next month. So, kind of similar to Paradise Fibers in that they give you a sassily written letter, which I love the personality that goes into these. It's interesting though, because Paradise Fibers, I've never gotten any unprocessed fiber before, nothing that's raw. So I think that's really interesting as something different. And also, like Paradise Fibers, they give us a little pattern that you can then use to actually spin up and knit up your fibers. So that's interesting. All right, so that was just kind of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of copier paper, or printer paper. Oh, excuse me. It looks like we also have a yarn tracker tag with a place for notes on the back. So this is really nice because it lets you put the fiber, what kind of prep it had, was a bat, a row lag, whatever, what kind of spinning style you use, so worsted or woolen, what kind of whorl size you use, the direction of your twist, the angle, and so you have room to either attach a bit of a fiber sample, or you can put this right on your skein of yarn. So that's a really cool kind of feature to have included. I like that. We have a advertisement for their extravaganza year-long workshop, and also a recipe for macaroni and cheese. So I love macaroni and cheese. Kind of odd to find in a fiber box, but I don't know, kind of cool. Maybe I'll make some macaroni and cheese, do some fiber arts. And then just a little brochure advertising Unicorn Power Scour, which this will probably go straight in the trash because, hey, I already use it. So I kind of wish they didn't have so many like other promotional materials in here, because if I wanted it, I would have gone online. But I don't know, it kind of goes along with if you are washing the mohair and you want a recommendation, they give you a recommendation here. So yeah, a little bit of wasted paper, but that's okay. I can forgive them for that. All right, so we have on the top of our box our fibers in bags. Now another difference is Paradise Fibers always puts their fibers in an organza bag, which I kind of like because I actually use those. Again, I'll reportion fibers into them to hold in a queue for spinning. Plastic bags will probably go straight in the trash. Just a little bit upsetting, but we'll see. So here is my mohair for my breed study. So again, it has the instructions on here on how to scour it. It tells us that mohair is coming from Angora goats. Gives us a little bit more information about mohair itself. And let's see, it's kind of hard to get into it because it has one of these kind of like tape closures, so I'm gonna have to cut that off. I'm gonna try not to cut through the plastic bag so I can close it back up again. I can actually, I can smell the fact that the fiber is raw even before I open it. That's not a bad thing. I like the smell of raw wool, so I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but Yeah, you can definitely smell it. It doesn't smell worse than anything else though, so I'm making an icky face, but it's not that their mohair is not any good. And so let me pull some of this out. Oh, look at that. You can see the staple length on that. It is really, really soft. There's a little bit of vegetable matter in here, and I can see that throughout the package, but it's not bad though. Little bit in the second cuts category. Not sure how much of that will be in there. It's hard to tell until I pull it all out, but the fiber itself is really, really soft, and it's a really pretty kind of cream color with some, a little bit of darker brown kind of going through it as well. Not real dark though, but really, really pretty and soft. So I think that's gonna be interesting to try washing up and either spinning on its own to test it, or maybe doing a little bit of a blend. We'll see what the other fibers are. Now I don't think it tells me, did it tell me how much was in there? It did not. It so sorry. It didn't tell me how much fiber was in here, so I'll have to weigh that package out so I can actually tell how much was in there. Let's see what else we have. We also have some faux cashmere. That's what that looks like. This one came with a little plastic clip on it. Let's see, it's almost like a barrette. And it looks like that is reusable. So that would be nice to be able to reuse on another package. So I do like anything that comes that's reusable. So this says, nylon fiber that dyes beautifully with acid dyes. Perfect to blend with wool to add strength to items such as socks. I've seen advertisements for faux cashmere before, but because it's all nylon, I've also avoided it because I tend to try to use 100% natural fibers whenever I can. Sometimes I'll give in and do a little bit of sparkle just for fun, but I usually avoid man-made fibers. Let me get this out. Now I will say, this feels like a cloud. It is like the softest fiber I have ever touched. This is ridiculously soft. Let's see about stapling. Let's pull some of this out. That's a short staple length. It's even more. There we go. So it's about that long. Length of a finger, almost. Sorry, it's a little windy outside. The breeze feels nice. So I don't know. I might try dyeing this up on its own, maybe spinning it on its own. I don't think I would blend it with anything else. Again, I'm really more about doing natural fibers. It's nice to try other things. Like I even tried from Paradise Fibers. They have a biodegradable nylon that came in the package one month, and that was fun. Although as I was spinning it, I mean, I could tell it was synthetic and not a natural fiber. Like I can just feel it in my fingers. So we'll see if this has any sort of difference to it. But I will say super, super soft. And it does seem like it's a really high quality fiber. So that's a faux cashmere. It'd be interesting to maybe try spinning up some actual cashmere and then the faux stuff and kind of do a comparison. So that might be interesting. And then, oh, there's like layers of fiber in here. So this one says steam heat. So it looks like they've included this for us to blend with the other colorway. This one is Polworth, Mulberry Silk, and Kid Mohair. So that sounds really interesting. Looks like I'm losing my battery on my camera here, so I'll try to finish up a little more quickly. Also has a really nice, I'm not sure if the camera's picking this really well, but it has a really nice sheen to it. It's not shiny, but it has a little bit of luster to it. It's really nice. Also really, really soft. It looks like the silk and everything has been blended together really well. I don't see any lines of particular fiber running through. So that's what that looks like. Now I can easily toss this on my scale and see how much is there, but I kind of wish they actually told you how much came in the package. I think that would be useful, especially when planning things out. I will also mention that they've put a lot of confetti in the box, which is kind of a cute touch, but I'm getting tissue paper all over my porch. And so while I love the personal touches like that, I also kind of feel could be a little bit of a waste. I would gladly knock a couple of dollars off of the price of the box if you didn't include confetti. Here we have our, getting all the confetti off, the color blend. So this is called Fire and Ice, and this is a merino blend. The colors aren't bad. I'm definitely seeing the colorway Fire and Ice because you have, you have some red and orange running through with a couple different colors of blue and some white. It is nice and soft. It does say merino blend. It does say merino blend, but it doesn't tell me what it's blended with. And it doesn't tell me the percentages. So it's a nice fiber, and that's kind of exciting, but when I spin it up and make something from it, I won't be able to put on the tag exactly what it is. I'll say merino blend, but blended with what? I don't know. So that's what that looks like. And again, it drafts really easily. Kind of a medium staple length, if you can see that. Comparison. So I don't know. We'll give that a try. It's nice fiber. Again, it doesn't list on the package how much is actually in there. So we'll have to weigh that up. And then have a few little doodads in the bottom here. Have some Red Hots, so fabulous little snack for spinning. We have kind of a bookmark with a really cute alpaca on it. And it's an advertisement for Purple Alpaca Farms. And it gives you their website on there. I don't know if some of the fibers came from, well, we didn't have any alpaca in here. So, random advertisement. Cute little fiber animal. We've got some tea, so very similar to Paradise Fibers. They've given us a little pack of tea. This is a refreshing blend of green and black teas with flowery peach and delicate cucumber notes with other natural flavors. That's interesting. We have a little heart in a bag. It doesn't tell us what the little heart in the bag is, though. Trying to get it open. It's tied with a ribbon. It looks like it might be either soap or wax of some kind. Oh my gosh, come on. All right, find the scissors in the interest of time here. That was a workout. Okay. Smells very lavender-y. So I'm thinking it might be a handmade soap. Kind of smells lavender-y. So stick that back in there. We can test that out later as well. And then my last package also comes in plastic. Still has the Made in China sticker on it. It's a little notebook, which would be cute for taking spinning notes or something inside of it. It's says flamingo background on the bottom, which is a little weird. I don't know, little notebook. So overall, first impressions of the box. We did get some really nice fibers. I mean, we have a Polworth Mulberry Silk Kid Mohair package, a package of faux cashmere, some raw mohair, and a merino blend. So again, some really high quality fibers, which is nice to see. I don't have any idea how much is in the box. Nothing has a weight listed, which is really tough. I'll measure that and let you know. I'll put it somewhere on the screen or in the description. There's a lot of plastic. Everything came packaged in a plastic bag. We got some cute little extras, but some of the things like, like the yarn tracker is pretty obvious. That's nice, it's useful. But I don't know anything about the soap that I got. I'm not even 100% sure it is soap. I think it is. We'll give it a try. I don't know why I got a flamingo background notebook. I don't know why I got an advertisement for this particular alpaca farm. I don't know if they sponsored the box. I don't know if this is alpaca soap. Hey guys, I'm back again. As you can see, it's a little bit darker outside and you can hear the cicadas going crazy in the background, but that's because my GoPro died and I had to charge it back up. But while that was doing its thing, I went upstairs and weighed out the fibers, and so it turns out that the dyed merino blend had about 113 grams. The white Polworth silk and mohair blend had about 116 grams, and the faux cashmere weighed in at 30 grams. And then finally, the raw mohair locks had about 38 grams in that package. So all in all, doing a little bit of math, it works out to just under 10.5 ounces total. Now that is a little bit more than what you usually get with the Paradise Fiber package, which accounts a little bit for the extra cost. So it is nice to see that. So my overall impression of the package, I did like the quality of the fibers. I was a little disappointed to get something that was not a natural fiber. I mean, it's nice to try something new. That's just not really part of my brand. I don't usually go for synthetic fibers, so we'll spin it up, see how it goes, but wasn't overly thrilled with that. I did like that it had the raw locks, so you did have a chance, especially if you've never processed wool before, to get a little bit of a feel of doing that without having to invest in a full fleece or something like that. There did seem to be a lot of waste in the box, cards that weren't connected to the items in the box. So like we had a lovely card from an alpaca farm, but there was no alpaca fiber in the box, so I don't know if they were a sponsor. I don't know what's going on with that. All the fiber did come in plastic bags, which obviously really aren't reusable. Had the confetti in the bag as well, so I didn't really like as much waste as came in the box. It was packaged pretty minimally though, so they did come in a big box, but the box was full. It didn't have a lot of extra like packing paper to fill it up. It was full of fiber. So overall, it was kind of fun. I liked having something a little bit different to open. So I think I'll give it at least another month or two to see if I like what I get. I hope they start labeling the fibers a little bit more with their weight. That would be really useful. But if the box continues to have a lot of things that I end up throwing away, like the cards or just extra papers or whatever, or if they keep having a lot of plastic, I might not keep doing the box a lot in the future. So I don't know, we'll give it a couple more months, see what I think. If you guys have a comment or an opinion, maybe you get this spinning box subscription or you get a Paradise Fiber subscription, tell me down in the comments, what do you think? Do you think this would be something that you would order? I don't know. Well, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.